Hi, I'm Brandon with Aspen Plumbing. We're here in Arlington, Washington, and here in Washington State, we use the UPC code book. Today, I'm just going to be talking about trap arms here. Over here in our corner, I have them written down. The developed length a trap arm can be depending on the size of the pipe. So here, an 1.5-inch pipe, our trap arm maximum length is allowed to be 42 inches. For a 2-inch pipe, our maximum length for a trap arm is allowed to be 60 inches. And for 3-inch pipe, our maximum trap arm length is allowed to be 72 inches. So I got a couple diagrams here. I want to start with the toilet over here. So first, let's talk about what is a trap arm. So when we're running a line going over to our toilet, right? We need to vent that toilet. We need to vent that fixture, right? So from this Y right here, picking up our toilet, and it Y's off to vent our toilet, right? So from our Y, where our vent is, going all the way to the weir of a trap. In this case, a toilet, the trap is inside of the toilet, right? We don't install a P-trap in the crawl space or in the lid of the overhead to do a toilet, right? We just 90 toilet flange because our P-trap is in the toilet. So 3-inch minimum drain for a toilet, right? And if we go back over to here, we know we can run a 72-inch trap arm on 3-inch pipe, right? So from our vent going all the way up to our toilet flange, we have a maximum length we're allowed to run it at 72 inches or 6 feet, right? You could get closer. If it was, say, 50, 60 inches, that doesn't matter. Closer doesn't matter. Further away, you might fail inspection, right? If you put this vent back here and say we have 90 inches to our toilet flange, that's going to fail inspection, right? So let's just go over to our shower and show you here, because now we have a shower and we have a tub here, which our P-trap is going to be in the floor or in the overhead. The P-trap is actually underneath the fixture. It's not in the fixture. So our trap arm would be, again, from the Y, where we branch off for our vent, to the weir of that P-trap 90, right? Or weir 90 on a P-trap. So this section right here, from our vent stub, or from our vent to the P-trap, is considered our trap arm. Anything downstream from that vent is considered a drain. So if we're looking at the shower here, right? Shower is going to be 2-inch pipe minimum for a shower. And if we look over here, we're looking at 60-inch maximum developed length of our trap arm. So here we are allowed to have 60 inches. And now if we're looking over here at a bathtub, again, from our vent to the weir of our trap. Here in Washington State, our minimum size for a tub can be 1.5 inches, and over here, we're looking at 42 inches. Maximum developed length. Like I said, we can get this vent even closer if we wanted to. That doesn't matter whatsoever, right? We just cannot be further away than 42 inches from our vent line to our tub. Real quick, here in the UPC codebook too, the reason we run vents, the whole purpose of a vent, from what our code book says, is so that it prevents back siphonage from our P-trap, right? So that means say you have over here, we have this in a toilet, right? And over here, we didn't run a vent, and we came off this way and ran a shower over here, right? And this line right here, none of it's vented. If we flush this toilet and water goes down past the drain for our shower arm without a vent, it can actually pull the water out of this P-trap and go down because it creates a vacuum without a vent, right? And what happens when we don't have water in a P-trap? Sewer gases get into your house, and that's a big no-no, right? One, it's dangerous. Two, it's smelly and disgusting. We don't want anything like that. So when we're looking at when we're looking at the size of our trap arm and the distance from our vent to our fixture, it is very necessary, right? We always want to do things correctly to, maintain safe practice in plumbing, maintain people's home safety. And, when you call an inspection, you're going to pass every time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Here at Aspen Plumbing, we like to make these videos to help the apprentice understand their code book a little bit better. So if you got any help from this video or you just enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe. It would help us out a lot.